What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I am Thomas Dopest Yola, whatever you want to call me. I am here with Marty O'Neill, Drastic Graphics. Guys, this is the Dope as Usual podcast. We're here to talk about life, drugs, problems, accomplishments, and everything in between. Today, I have a fucking episode that I'm very excited because I want to answer some of you guys' questions, and who better? All right, Marty's been talking about this person for a very long time, telling me all about him. So today we have Spensir, Snack Bundles of Dank Mart, Canada.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for stopping by.
Canada
THC
as well.
Canada.
Yes, sir.
So, for everyone that doesn't know what's going on, how do you explain what you do? Like if somebody asks you in the elevator, what do you do for a living?
What do I do for a living, man? I sell the dankest snacks and weed, man.
In Canada?
In Canada. Yeah, man. And I love what I do.
Okay, so before we get too into it, I just wanted to let everybody know what you're getting into, all right? This is the weed episode. We don't do these often, so I'm excited.
Hell yeah, man.
Hell yeah. So, where are you from? Where are you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, your whole life?
My whole life. I moved to New York when I was like 17, 18. Stayed there for a couple of years, then back to Vancouver. Me, man, I love Vancouver. I think it's the best city in the world.
Dude, I don't know if you know this about America. Most Americans are ignorant. We're neighbors. I just thought it was all white people in Canada. I gotta be honest. I thought it was all Rangers fucking with the hats. That's all we ever see on TV, like no, Canadians, man. Bro. And South Park, like, bro, what else do I've ever seen? There's no Canadian movies, bro.
Yeah, no, we ain't living like that, man.
So what's it like?
We're living good out in Canada, man. It's a major blessing to be out in Canada, man. We're, the water's clean, the air is good, man. Everyone's nice. It's a blessing. The weed is real good. It's a great place to be. So for Canada, out here in LA, obviously it's the OGs. What is the most sought after thing out there? I mean, you own a weed store. So what do you see the most? Is it the same? Like, what do you mean? What do you see people going after the most? Like in the Bay, it's all cookies and gelatos. And right
runs.
Now, it's definitely the exotics.
Oh,
like
okay.
The super hype exotics.
Fritters and shit.
In the cannabis game, everything goes in waves. Like when BHO first started, it was BHO, and then, it was distillate, then it was like CBD isolate, then it was diamonds for a bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it was like live rosin. Now it is live rosin right now. I would say it's like the two biggest things right now are live rosin and super hype hybrids. Me personally, I'm an old school gas kind of guy. Yeah.
Exactly.
I like the Bubba Kush, the OG Kush. You know what I'm saying? Those are like, Rockstar, Pink Kush, like the old school strains that come from BC. Those are my favorite strains still to this day. I'm a gas man.
Yeah, same out here. So in LA, this is the home of OG. I feel this is the gassiest of gas comes out of here, man. I don't know how. It's like these old school Mexican fools are just pumping it out.
I would say the two best gases in the world are from LA and Vancouver. Or like California and Vancouver.
Yeah,
like,
we're all on
can't
this
forget
side,
about San Fran. They have real good weed out there.
Yeah.
Oakland, the Bay.
I feel like the lower, it's like Humboldt. It comes down to all the exotic packs are in the Bay, and then OGs make their way up. So the middle, where I'm from Merced, is the dead center of California. It sucks, but there's hella weed. So that's because the fire is coming from both ways. You know what I mean? Everybody's taking the trips, taking all their packs down.
Hell yeah, man. Everyone in Cali's blessed with the weed out here, man.
Truly. So you grew up in Vancouver. What is that? What's that like for me? I don't even know about Canada. What the fuck do you guys do?
What do we do, man?
Because you got to remember, like, we're mad ignorant out here. Americans know about America. Because are you guys watching fucking football and shit?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We watch football. We watch NBA. We watch hockey.
Dude, we need more Canadian shit out here.
Honestly, man, it's so similar to LA. Like Vancouver is so similar to LA. It's crazy. Like it's like a mini LA. It's way smaller, not in size, but just like the lifestyle and the way people live, like smoking good, eating healthy, like nice restaurants, all that. Like it's pretty similar.
You take the trip, man.
Hell yeah, man. You definitely got to come to Vancouver. It's a great place to be, man. The weed is super dank. You'd enjoy it out there.
So you born and raised out there? How's school and shit out there? Question: were you trapping and shit as a kid?
Was I trapping and shit as a kid? As a kid, no, actually. I was playing ball when I was younger. I was crazy into basketball. That's what ended up taking me to New York. But I ended up smoking weed when I moved to New York.
For the first time?
Yeah. And from that day, I never looked back.
Oh shit!
It's been like 11 years now. I haven't taken a break of weed, man.
Damn, it took both us off the court. Goddamn.
Straight up.
Same thing with Marty. It's the same exact thing.
I was so like into basketball that I just stayed away from it. You know, that my first day I moved to New York, all my teammates were smoking weed, and like people were already like, "Yo, this Canadian guy." They were already giving me a hard time. You know, so the whole team was smoking. I didn't want to be that guy who's not smoking. I'm like, they're like, "Yo, do you smoke?" I'm like, "Yeah, I smoke. Give me that thing." You know, I just smoked. Man.
Were you playing
3 months later, I was kicked off the basketball team.
Oh!
4 months later, I was kicked out of school. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Like,
goddamn.
weed really changed my life, man. I was like,
It forced you to change.
I was like, you know what? Fuck this basketball shit. I'm gonna sell weed better than all you guys. You know, and
It's the mentality.
That's where we differed. I was like, I'm gonna smoke the shittiest weed I can get my hands on.
Weed changed my life, man. Straight up. From the time I first smoked it, like I just went all in on it. Like it just became my life.
Really?
You know? Yeah.
So 17, 18, you smoke your weed, you fall in love with everybody's friend that we all hang out with every day. So when did you start selling weed?
When did I start selling weed, man? Shit. I started selling weed, man, when I was younger. And like, I don't like to go into it too deep just because, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Trust me. Be as vague as you want.
No, for sure. Yeah, but I was selling weed since I was a youngster, man. Since I went to New York, man. And, you know, and I'll be honest, I was never any big time guy or anything. You know, it was just a super small time thing. But, you know, that just doing it small time, I was blessed, and I was eventually able to build it up real slow and over time and turn it into something legendary, you know? So I'm just really grateful. I definitely started from the very bottom of this weed shit. You know, like when I first started, man, I called like 100 people for my first half pound to borrow the money.
Oh, wow.
I was calling like all my friends that I knew, like family, like anyone I knew. I'm like, "Yo, I need to borrow $1,200. Everyone said no except one guy. God bless that guy. He's a good friend of mine still, but he lent it to me. And like literally everything that I got came from that half pound. You know, I flipped that thing so many times to the point like I turned that into what it is today, you know? That's my way of like talking about it without really getting into too much detail, you know? Because I'm really blessed in the life that I'm living now on the legal side of things, and like I just want to stay on those side of things, you know? It's a blessing, man.
For sure.
I started off, man, only smoking the shake that was left over from the half pound.
So you can make more money.
Yeah, like I was so cheap with it, you know? So like to take it to where it is now, like I'm still, ask these guys, man, like some days I still don't even believe this shit is real. Like I just pull up to work, people are like sending me all these gifts to try to smoke and like different flavors. I'm like, man, is this even real life? Like I remember smoking the leftover shakes in the bong, you know, putting Gatorade in the bong because the weed tasted so bad.
Oh,
like, Gatorade and ice, you know, like those days. Like,
I'd never tried that.
I'm just super grateful, man.
That's cool, man.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I started off selling weed at lunch one random day. That's really, I smoke. Let me hit that. That's how it happened. You sell? Yeah. And that's how it all started for me. Actually, that's a long time ago, but that's fucking awesome. Everything started from that $1,200.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Crazy how things worked out.
Did your family support you throughout all this, or were they against you?
No, that's actually the reason I started smoking weed and like getting into the weed business was I actually got kicked out for smoking weed. Like, man, when I came back from New York and I was smoking, my mom was so like upset about it. She wanted me to go to like this drug class. When I went, it was like people smoking crack and shit, you know, and I was the only guy in there for weed. And I came back with my mom, like, there's no way I can do this shit, man. Like, people next to me are smoking crack and shit. Like, I don't think weed is what you should be coming to this class for.
You ever sucked in for some weed?
Yeah. You should have seen these guys, man. Like, I was like 19, 18. I'm like, man, I don't want to be around these guys. Like
45-year-old addicts.
Yeah. She's like, yo, if you don't go to the class and stop smoking weed and shit, she's like, you know, like you have to live somewhere else. And
oh shit.
Yeah, and it was crazy, man. I was like 19, 18, like just turned 19. So
Still going to school, still doing anything.
yeah, so moving
weed
out.
wasn't illegal in Canada though, right?
It was very illegal.
Oh, okay.
And like moving out, weed is what saved me, man. Like saved me, and like weed is what like I owe everything to. Even though like I'm doing the snack shit now, and I don't really talk about the weed shit anymore, just because fucking Instagram like censors it so much. And I don't want to lose my page just because my page does a lot of good things for my business. So I stopped really talking about the weed shit.
You already lost the one page, right? It was up to like, it had a high amount of followers,
sure.
and I just was looking for that shit.
So yeah, I'm just trying to, but weed is definitely what, I owe everything to it for sure.
Same here. I love hearing that, man. Everything I've ever done is from that 10 sack. Started everything I've ever done. It's fucking crazy to think about. Like you said, sometimes I wake up, is this shit fucking real?
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, I love that, dude. So you started doing your thing. How did you get into the legal aspect of this?
How did I get into the legal aspect? Just by taking the long road on all these endeavors, like shutting down. Like when it first happened, we had to shut down and like close for like a year, paying rent.
While paying rent.
You know what I'm saying? And going through all that paperwork and all that stuff. So it takes a lot. It takes a lot of commitment and financials and just like patience to get through it and to make that cross. But, that was always something that was the dream of mine, was to be on the legal side of the weed thing. I think it's way better. I love paying taxes on it. Even though I make, even though you make less, it's just a blessing to pay taxes on it and like do everything by the book. I like doing everything by the book, and it's cool. So I just want to stay on this wave,
I feel like you use your bank card a lot.
Hell yeah.
Same here. I'm like, nah, I told you the other day, I love paying taxes. Because I know I can go to sleep going, I ain't going to fucking jail.
Bro, I still trip out using my bank card.
It's a
new thing for me, having a bank card and shit. Like, I still trip out using it, but it's a blessing. I love it.
Yeah, I love, but how much more taxes you want? I'll fucking cough it up. That's how I feel every day, man.
Straight up, man.
Yeah, I just caught up on all my shit finally. I feel like an adult now. So I'm trying to like.
Yeah, man. Pay your taxes, man.
Yeah, that's the number one thing. Take away from this. Pay your fucking taxes, whether you're trapping it out or not.
Straight up. I always like to pay them even just a little bit more than what they want. Just keep like a little bit extra. So take that.
Go to dinner.
I wonder how different it is in Canada. Like I'm interested in those. Man. Yeah.
It's the same shit. There's a lot of taxes.
If you own your own business here, it's
a
rough,
lot of taxes.
Man. We both own multiple businesses, and you end up giving fucking half the money you make away, basically.
That's fine. I'm fine with that.
We don't have health insurance too, which
as long as everybody else has to. Like, is everybody else paying it? All right, fuck it, I'll pay it. I do live. I drive on the roads.
Now hold on, I gotta ask you: were you playing college basketball in New York? Because if we were playing against each other,
where'd you play?
I played at Damon College and Medaille College in Buffalo, D2.
Word, yo. I played in the university in Albany, so like 2 hours out.
Mm-hmm.
And
in what years?
In 2008.
Oh, okay. I'm a little bit older than you. I was 04, 05.
Word, yo. But to be honest, man, I won't even cap. Like, I didn't even really get to play because like I got kicked off this team so quick because you had to keep your grades to a certain level to be eligible to play, you know?
Yeah.
And like as soon as I started smoking weed, like I stopped going to all my classes. I was just like smoking weed all day, like doing my thing with it, So
that's what happens. Sorry, the second I started smoking weed, I was a 4.0 student for 2 years straight A's. I hit the weed. I got my first B. Mm-hmm. I started smoking that little pipes and little bomb. Was that you two making little fucking makeshift shit?
Oh yeah, man. I've been through everything in the weed game, man. You got your gravity bong, you got your hot knives, you got your
that's one I never
pipes,
wanted to do.
Your bongs. I've tried it all, man. Like
hot knives.
I've literally gone through every stage. Like that stage when the only time you can smoke is like if you have 4 homies and everyone goes $5 each.
Of course.
Like I come from those days, so like you literally been through it all. At one point you tried everything to make that 20 bag last as long as possible.
Yeah, zero it. Hold it until it comes back. Playing baseball and shit. That was fun though.
All the homies used to do that. Like, yo, you're wasting the smoke, man. Keep it in.
Yep.
Keep it in.
Or put it in your shirts when you breathe it out. Damn, I forgot about those days, man. Now we're all smoking our individual joints. I feel fucking so adult right
it's
now.
A blessing,
got your own ashtrays and shit.
True, huh? That is a trip.
I actually had at one point I had my own roller for a few
Somebody
years.
rolling your shit.
Yeah. She's a legend.
It gets tedious, man. Sometimes
Yeah.
like, can you roll 4 joints real quick? I got to go do this meeting real quick. I'll be out.
Yeah.
So I get it.
It's just dope when you smoking like this, but like when you started smoking real humbly, you know, and like it goes up. And you can really appreciate it when you smoke after that.
I can't.
You know?
I can't throw weed away because there's my 14. I always say my 14-year-old self would beat the shit out of me.
For fucking sure. And you don't got to go on some goddamn adventure.
A mission to get the 10 sack. Fuck.
A daily mission.
I've taken my dad's car when he was asleep. I've done many things to go get some fucking weed. So out in Canada, so since I don't know much about this, out in Canada, you said it's mad illegal out there when you were a kid?
It was illegal.
Like New York illegal? Like this fool's going to jail illegal?
For a nickel sack type of shit?
Okay. Definitely New York was as tight as shit back in the day. I remember my homies going to jail for, a nickel bag. Like, we never smoked outside one time in New York because, like, you literally, if you did, you had to, like, always watch around and shit. It wasn't on that level, but before they legalized it, in some cities, like, especially the city I was in, they would arrest you. If you had weed on you and you were smoking, they would arrest you for sure.
Yeah.
Now it's legal, so we don't got to worry about that shit.
How was that day?
How was that day? What?
The day it went legal.
The day it went legal, it was actually a fucking
The party day?
super shitty day for me.
Oh.
Bro. It was probably one of the worst days of my life, if I had to be honest with you.
Why?
Just because that was the day, like, that they mandated all the stores who were open at the time to close by, to get their license and become legal. You know what I mean? So that day was actually like the last day of what I consider the best era of cannabis in
Wild West.
in Canadian history. Like, that was a time when, you know, I used to work with small time independent growers that I could just go to their place, hand pick the bud sometimes, or like get all the best stuff, bring it back to the shop, jar it up, put it out, you know?
Like Prop 215 days, what we would call that here.
Yeah, there was no like middleman and stuff. It was the best era, you know? So when we had to close that day on legalization, it was a heartbreaking day. You know, I spent like 2 weeks before that day, like not even sleeping because I couldn't decide if I should stay open or if I should close and like fight it out, you know? But I did end up closing that day, and it lasted for almost 2 years, bro, paying rent, like over $8,000 a month for 2 years. Like, well, you know, you don't have a business in there. Like, you guys can do the math. It sucks, you know, but when you want to go legal, you got to do certain things and, you know, deal with certain setbacks and shit like that.
What level were you crushing it on prior to that with your store? Was it like balling, or was it like a mom?
Oh yeah, it was crazy. It was crazier. I'm still really blessed for what we're doing now. Like, the fact that we figured it out in this legal game, I'm still blessed. But like in the old days, it was crazy, man. Like, it was wild. Just because people still like haven't fully come around to the legal weed concept. Like, all the real OG smokers and shit back in my city, like, they're still grabbing off their vans, you know?
For sure.
They're not going to the weed stores yet. So it's like, we definitely lost like a huge demographic of people, because before I used to put so much care and like attention into all the products we were buying. Now we order things, you don't even see it until you get it. You know, before, but homie couldn't leave until you inspected the pack under a magnifying lens. Mm-hmm. You smoked one to test the flush. You know what I mean? You gave it the full rundown. Now it's like, we order things from a website. I can't tell how it is before I get it. So no matter what, I'm going to have to sell it. So at a certain point, even though when we get things that aren't up to code, we put it for sale right away, there's still room for error now in the legal market, because we have to still sell those things that aren't dank, you know? Yeah. But back in the day, it's like nothing hit the shelf without it being super, super certified dank, you know?
Yeah. I was just talking to this about Marty. I was just talking about this to Marty. I was, like I said, I used to sell weed and shit, but I have a lot of friends that own dispensaries and shops. I remember the days where some random Mexican dude walk in with 2 duffel bags, like, are you guys buying today? And they just sit there and inspect everything. Like, all right, what's a little short? I'm going to knock a little off. And everybody can make money back then.
Bro, that was an everyday thing.
Yeah, everyone made money.
Bro, people used to just pull up.
You didn't even know
garbage bags, duffel bags.
You don't even know.
You know what though? Like, I don't want to glorify that era too much.
It was fun though.
Because it was fun. It was super dope. But like, there are certain pros of this side.
For sure.
You know, like the fact that people didn't give invoices and all that back in the day, and then like having to do your books and stuff, it was just a nightmare. You know, now at least like everything is on paper, so it's like navigating that aspect is way cleaner now. You know, you don't gotta worry too much. Everything's pretty straightforward now.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't trade it back. It was fun, but the cons are, yo, I didn't check over your nug. There's fucking mold and bud rot in the bigger nugs. I didn't break them open. Fuck. I know you've had that happen. You're like, oh, this pack is perfect. And they leave like, oh my God, there's bud rot in this bitch.
There's been many times you got to call homie up like,
yo, by the way,
you need to come pick this up. Like, there's no way I can sell this. Obviously, we used to have the magnifying lens. So we're looking at everything, inspecting the pack.
Yeah, they have that one that is on the little table with the little arm.
Yeah.
That shit was dope.
Oh, yeah.
All right, cool. So that was one of my questions. Were you selling weed beforehand? Yes. So how long have you actually had your store before it even went legal?
Man, many years, man.
Yeah?
Many years.
It was a store people just walked up. It was like just like an LA shop. Like you can just walk up, Prop 215, no card.
So how it started back in the day, you know, we were one of like the earliest stores around. Back in the day, opening up meant you were like kind of protesting, you know? Like that you were like kind of like
I know
in
it's
defiance,
illegal.
like saying, yo, weed should be legal, like we're taking a stand. Back then it really meant taking a risk selling weed. Like now all the people that get into it, a lot of these corporate guys, like, you know, they're not like from the same people like us, like when we really had to take risks.
Yeah.
You know, opening up shop, it wasn't legal. There was no business license for weed. You actually just had to open up, you know, and take a chance and just start selling weed. Mm-hmm. You know, it was crazy, man.
Tram shops.
The way we used to do it back in the day, like everyone knows, we used to have like a doctor that would sign medical things, you know? So we used to have the doctor in the shop and people would come in, see the doctor, they would get a license from her and then, or they would get this form signed and then they would get the card from us and then they would be a member. You know what I mean?
You just have to put their prescription on the wall?
No, we would keep it.
Oh, okay. I remember those
and
days.
We actually did things like, even though it wasn't a fully legalized time, we still tried to do everything by the book. Like we didn't let people come in without doctor's notes. We tried to keep everything super medical. And then it turned into legalized now. So now we don't need to do all that. People can just walk right in and buy now. You know, they just have to have a ID that says they're 19.
Being an owner of the shop prior to being legal and now legal, what do you like best? I mean, besides if money factor was taken out, do you like the structure of being legal better?
It's a tough call. I would say it's better for the finances side of things, like the bookkeeping and accounting, but it's just, man, the way they have it right now, like the way we order product, it's just really annoying, man. Like we literally have to just order from a website and like they only allow us to get like 2 cases of each product. 2 cases, that's like, sometimes it's only 12 in a case. So we're talking about 24 units. So if a strain's really fire, sometimes we might be limited to 24 units. You know, like
that might sell in a day.
Bro, we used to sell pounds of one strain in a day. You know, you're telling me I only got 24 units for a whole week potentially? Like, it's crazy. So things like that just I really miss. I really miss being able to really take care of my patients and like to the fullest degree. I'm still doing it now. Like the legalized, it's still cool, but it's not where it was.
Yeah.
You know, I still think that it's going to be a few years before we get to that point where it was before legalization.
Find a balance.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the thing I've noticed now is where are all the like heady growers at? Where did all those packs go? Do you know what I'm saying? As soon as it went legal, it's like all the small time growers just took a licensing deal or something, and now they're under another name, but you can't find the fire anymore. For me, I'm just struggling out here. I found one decent, solid, flushable everything pack in a year.
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. Since I got here, I've been a little disappointed with the weed. I won't even lie. I'm still
Same.
Yo, if anyone watches in LA, man, hit me up next time if you got like some special smoke, because
Careful, you're gonna get 9,000 people asking. Yo, by the way, but my uncle, hey, my cousin.
Just personals, I like just a couple of grams or
Got you.
Whatever, just for me to smoke. Because since I've been out here, there hasn't been that many strains that I've been like, yo, I would put this in my personal.
Yeah,
and it's been really overpriced. It's been crazy, man.
Yeah, everything right now is it's Custy City. I have been buying eighths because I can't find fucking bags for the first time in my life. And it feels so odd looking around and seeing people buy weed. I just want to go to my friend's garage and buy a pound of weed right now. Like I can't, that aspect's missing.
I've even been smoking legal weed lately.
Me too.
Yeah, there's actually some good legal weed. Yeah.
This is legal weed, but I feel odd. Like, well, one jar's gone, one joint. Fuck. $70 joint. $70
I was
joint.
at the cookie store with my man Campaign over there, and we paid $700 an ounce for all the new cookie strains.
It's cocaine prices.
Yo, when you convert that over to Canadian, that's almost like $1,000. You know what I'm saying? So
Damn.
$16,000.
I know you were mentioning earlier, homie had the $1,000 zips, but I felt like I was getting robbed, man.
Yeah, I can't let anybody hold me down and go.
I had to do it because we were going to a trade show, and I just didn't want to take the chance of not having weed to smoke that whole weekend.
You made the decision.
Because I heard
the right decision.
But I was really disappointed.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
30?
Yeah.
Say, man.
Oh shit, I'm 31 actually.
Oh, did you forget already?
Yeah.
Oh, it started.
I'm smoked out.
Oh man.
I'm 31.
No, I do that all the time. I always go 20. I'm fucking 32. Oh my god, dude, I'm gonna throw up, man.
That just hit me. Shit.
It's different, huh?
Word.
Once you
How
start
old are you?
32. I just turned 30.
Yeah, I'm turning 32.
Yeah, I just turned 32.
I feel like I'm 25 though.
Dude, I always forget. I look in the mirror and go 20. Fuck, man.
It's crazy. Yeah, my next
Time
one's
flew
coming
by
up.
fast, bro. When's your birthday?
January, bro.
Oh yeah, so you're right behind me, man.
Yeah, man.
So I don't know. It's just the shit you're saying. I didn't know Canadian dudes are going through the same shit we are.
Hell yeah, bro.
The same aspect you just talked about, all the struggles, is all the shit I watch my friends do. All the fools that own shops, just get fucked all the time. But back then, that's what came with it, man. It was a risk every day. Like, oh, we got raided today, but I just dumped the safe, so we'll open up again next week.
Yeah, man. It definitely hasn't been easy, but we're here now, so we're just trying to expand now.
That's awesome, man. So THC Canada is what it's called?
Yeah. It used to be called the Healing Center.
This is in Vancouver. Where at?
That's the name that I love. Like, that's my baby. The name, the Healing Center. I love that name. And my slogan was dedicated to keep you medicated.
Ooh.
It was trademarked too.
I like that shit.
But when things got legalized, they actually wouldn't allow me to say healing. And they wouldn't allow me to say medicated. So I had to abandon my two babies. Like, I love those things, man. The Healing Center. It just sounds, THC, the Healing Center. It just sounds so nice,
Hey man, you sure you're not writing lyrics with Marty over here? Because everything you just said was bomb ass wordplay. THC, the Healing Center.
Dedicated to keep you medicated.
That's like a
now
straight.
Now tell them what you switched it to now that you had to switch it.
I had to switch it to THC Canada, just to keep what is known in my city is the logo, my square logo. So my goal was just to be able to keep that square logo, So I had to abandon healing and all that, but I just kept THC.
Okay.
So
doesn't it stand for The Hustle Continues though?
No, it doesn't.
Ooh.
That's just
that's some other shit.
No, that's just a slogan that I thought I started it, but then I seen Juicy J named his album that, so I'm like, obviously other people were saying it, but that's just something that kind of defines our life. Like, we've been through a lot of shit.
It's a mind state.
In the last couple of years, things that would have stopped most people's mission. But we always just gotta say the hustle continues, keep it moving.
Yeah.
Don't let anything stop you.
Spensir's become this huge figure online, especially for kids in Canada, that people look up to, like you, by inspiring people for fucking pushing through been watching them for years.
That's good though, man. You started that shit when you were in your early 20s, and now you're starting to see the benefits of putting all that.
Were you always on
in.
social media, or did you just kind of embrace that recently?
I wasn't always on social media. I started getting into it big more when Dank Mart started coming out.
Oh, okay. But that's pretty recently. That's the past year, right?
I was always on it. Don't get me wrong, but I've started really noticing the value of it more, and like I've started tapping into it more and treating it more like a job now. Before it was just like something I was just doing, like, you know, with my
I should
phone,
post.
like smoked out, chilling,
Yeah.
posting dunk shots and like posting videos of me smoking all day. You know, now it's kind of turned into something that actually.
Can you turn your mic towards you a little bit?
I'm so
no,
sorry.
you're good. It's just cutting out.
Now I've kind of, you know, what were we talking about again?
Well, it went from you taking pictures of your weed to it being a brand. And
No,
a
Yeah.
business.
So yeah, now I've kind of just realized what it can really do for you if you treat it more as a job. And you know, I got a great team behind me. You know, we gotta have schedules now. Do videos on certain days. You know, like write things down in notebooks. I'm always bugging this guy. I'm like, yo, get a notebook. Like, there's so many ideas that we have and like have to execute on. Sometimes it just gets crazy, but we're starting to do a really good job of organizing all that and, you know, trying to take things to the next level.
Well, Marty sent me the page, and like I said, and you know, Marty, I'd be like, oh, it was good, it was cool. You know, me and after, like, hey, they need help. And you ask them about. I love what you guys are doing.
Thanks, bro.
I fucking love the colors. I love the logo. I love the popping out. I love the cleanliness of each fucking aisle. Everything's put together. It looks like, hey, hurry up and grab everything you want. Let's get the fuck out of here, because you don't have to sit there for 30 minutes and just look around. And then the social media with your, like I was talking, the little videos you were doing, just packing the exotic candy, just packing the sodas, just packing this. It's your commercial for yourself, and you had fun while you were doing it at your own work.
Oh yeah,
it's
man.
a win all the way around.
Yeah,
Honestly, man,
it's genius.
Biggest thing for me is just having fun with what I'm doing. So even like those videos, like I'm gonna try to do things that are like, you know, funny, just showing the true me, like just having fun with what I do.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I always just try to encourage everyone out there, like try to find something that you're passionate about, that like you enjoy doing, that you can like be smiling while you're doing it. Cause man, life's so short. It's like, you got to find something that, if you think about it, how much time does work take out of your life? You know? So like, if you can find something that actually brings you happiness, it's probably the biggest blessing.
Dude, that was perfect. Because my next question was, what's your advice to young entrepreneurs?
Straight up.
That's literally it right there.
That's that, you know? Because you just want to, it's a difference when you wake up every morning and you're passionate about something.
And the work ethic.
Yeah, it's just a different feeling. Like you're just naturally going to work hard for something because you're doing something, you like doing it, you know, you're passionate about it, compared to like if you're somewhere and you hate what you do. Because I've been there before where I hated what I did. And like, it's like, you know.
What was your first job?
Man, I had so many jobs, bro.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Good shit.
I had so many jobs, man. I worked at like a chicken restaurant. I worked at like a sporting goods store. You know what I mean? I worked at like a skate shop at one time. Like, there's just so many little jobs that I had, like, until I got to, once I found weed, it was just like, I didn't do anything else. I just went all in on weed, you know? I just put everything else behind me and just doubled down on weed, you know?
Good shit.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. That was my other question. Was like, did you have jobs before and you just fucking stand there, can't wait to get high, this is boring, and then you found what you did? For
sure. And like, I just realized I like, you know, being my own boss, and I don't really like working for someone. That's when I started getting in the weed shit, that's what I really learned, you know? And I just was so fortunate to turn it into a business, you know?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Also, I feel like, just from, I've never met you before, I feel like you're a perfectionist.
I am, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I could tell. Everything he's saying is like, that's what I tell people. I'm a perfectionist, because that's why I feel like you'll be working till 1 a.m. and be back at 9.
For sure, bro. Like,
right?
Crazy hours, man. Like,
you have to, though.
For sure. When I first started, I didn't even have employees. You know, just worked every day, all day, open to close. And like, my employees make fun of me. Like, you can ask bro here. Like, everyone says I'm like OCD. Like, but I think that's good. I think that's something that's really important for stores, man. Is just to have like that cleanliness and like that vibe to it. Like, smell good. You know, like I just think all those things are huge components of like a successful store.
But in terms of brand identity, though, what I love is like you got 2 adjoining stores next to each other.
Oh yeah, please get into this. Thank you. You
just nailed it in terms of they both have their own look and feel, but they go together. Like, you're gonna get the people coming in for the weed and the THC. It's got the super clean aesthetic, the whites, the purples, really super clean. They're going to go next door to your specialty snack shop anyway, but then it was so smart to open the snack shop that opens it up to the world, any age, make it fun. It's not even weed-based, but like, and it has its own brand identity. I could do a whole course on this for school. on how you executed this.
Yeah.
I've only been watching him for like a year or two. What he's talking about is like he's been expanding and scaling this so quickly. That's just been like, damn, he keeps just rolling it out. Yeah.
It's the Apple store for candy, and fucking, that's what when I looked at, like, damn, that shit is organized. Like I said, like, it's organized, it's hella clean, just makes you want to go in there.
Do you have a business degree?
No, man. I didn't last in school. Like, I got kicked out right away. Just in a few months. I got no degrees.
Yeah.
All my degrees were degrees fucking
learning by yourself.
Learning by making mistakes. You know what I mean?
It's so crazy. Sorry, what I'm taking away from this is people in other countries are doing exactly the same shit we were doing. Every struggle you just talked about, every perfection. Oh, I had hella job. I worked in the restaurants. I worked same exact. I fucking love hearing it, man.
Word, man.
And seeing you successful.
I'm not saying don't go to school by any means. School's cool.
Oh, no, for sure. Yeah.
I was just never able to pay attention in school. Like since day one, I never was able to, but I'm just so grateful I was still able to be successful and do something legendary and dank without going to school.
So if you didn't do this, you'd probably be working for the city or doing something or running some type of business somewhere for someone else.
If I didn't go to New York, I don't know what I'd be doing.
But I'm saying, like, I feel like with the mentality you have, you would have at least been running something else.
No, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be the guy like, oh, bring your car in, I'll change your tire.
I just don't know what it really would have been without weed, man.
Same
like,
here.
Straight up, man. I honestly don't know. I don't want to sell myself short or anything, but I just feel like weed was the thing, man. Like that was my calling in life.
Might have been a fucking starting point guard for the Lakers or some shit.
You never know, bro.
You know what, man? I don't think so, man. I don't think that was my calling, man. You know,
I feel you. I fucking feel you.
I realized that going out to New York. I used to be in New York, just like playing ball, training every day, getting up shots, working out. I'd be playing at Rucker Park, and then a dude would come in. He was just selling weed on the corner all day. He just comes in, no practice, no nothing. He's like dunking over me, like shooting threes. I'm like, all right, man. You know what? Fuck this hoop shit. I'm gonna sell weed better than all you motherfuckers out here, man. I don't give a fuck,
I can do down here.
Hell yeah, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, just weed was. I think that was my calling in life, man.
I stopped playing football. I'm like, bro, I'm not tall enough to fucking make it. I'm not 6'2". I'm a lineman. I'm fucking over it. And that's why I quit football. I was like, I like weed too much. And I'm starting to sell weed. So I'm done with sports.
Straight up, man.
That's exactly what happened to me. What the fuck is going on right now? This is crazy.
Jesus
you
Christ,
too.
yeah.
Yo, what a parallel fucking universe going on over here. Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to our mid-roll ad read. We want to say special shout out to one of our sponsors, Manscaped. And if you watch our podcast, you already know what Manscaped's about. And if you don't, here we go. This is the male grooming kit. This is the male grooming brand. Everything you need to make your dick not look gross. I'm going to give you a little breakdown of the products they offer. It's not just a razor. There's so much more. And no, it is not like a big razor. This thing is actually technologically advanced. It's skin safe, it's wireless charging, it has a light on it, it's waterproof. So no excuse not to take care of yourself. Introducing brand new to Manscaped. This is the body wash and it's the shampoo conditioner combo. Now they have stuff for the rest of your body, all right? This is shampoo, conditioner combo, and the body wash. So if you want to check out any of the Manscaped products, go to www.manscaped.com/YOLA, or if you go in the link right in the description of this video, whether you're on Spotify, Apple, doesn't matter, or YouTube. Check that out, or it's in the linked comment on YouTube. Click that link. That's going to go directly to the discount. Like I said, if not, www.manscaped.com/YOLA. That's 20% off your whole order and free shipping. Guys, Christmas is around the corner, which scares the shit out of me because this year just flew by. But Christmas is around the corner. If you want to get something nice for somebody, performance package is pretty damn awesome. Thank you guys so much for supporting the people that support us. I'm going to say it every time because we honestly... we mean it, all right? Thank you so much for clicking the links. Thank you for buying Manscaped. Whether it's a gift or for yourself, thank you for supporting the people that are supporting our show. www.manscaped.com/YOLA. That's 20% off plus free shipping, or click the link in any of the descriptions. Hey, what's up, guys? Taking a quick moment to say thank you to one of our sponsors. This is Onnit. We've been working with Onnit for a few months now, and guys, it's something that I've incorporated into my vitamins. It's just the Alpha Brain is something I'm taking all the time. They have Shroom Tech, New Mood, Alpha Brain. They have, if you like whey protein, they have whey protein. Before I get into anything else, let me tell you exactly where to go, what to do if it interests you at all. Go to www.onnit.com. That's ONNIT.com/YOLA, or type the code YOLA. That's going to give you 10% off of everything in the entire store except for the weights. all the supplements, all the gear. And like I said before, they have some badass shirt designs. So just go check it out. Just click apparel and go look. And something I've never really talked about before. Onnit has their own academy, their own online academy where they show you, just a string of workouts. Stuff that for me, honestly, from experience, it's hard for me to think of a routine. What do I do besides like the shit they showed me in PE? They've done a tutorial for every single product they have. The kettlebells, the bars, the ropes, every single thing that you can think of that they offer, they show you how to use. Human optimization. They're not just selling you something and go, just lift it a bunch of times. No, they're giving you a bunch of really high quality content just so you know exactly what you're doing and you're not hurting yourself first off, and so you know what you're doing. There's lectures, videos, tutorials, everything. There's a trained professionals. Also, if you're a fitness instructor and you want to get Onnit certified, you can actually do that. Just go check out the website. Again, before I go, www.onnit.com. That's onnit.com/YOLA. Or use the code YOLA at checkout. Click the link in our description. Anything, it's always pinned in our description or pinned in the comments. That'll give you 10% off of everything except the weights. All right, guys. Once again, thank you so much for supporting the brands that support us. Back to the video.
It's weird.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh, yeah. We're all blessed by the plant, you know?
For sure, dude. I love hearing someone else's story like this. And you're in the weed industry, so you don't get a lot of this. A lot of the people that own these stores were working in finances for 40 years and they're like, oh, I have, my retirement to put in on this shit. It's not often you see someone younger actually doing what you're supposed to be doing and it works.
Yeah, man, for sure. Now I'm blessed. Like, I'm like more focusing on the snack game right now. I've kind of like taken a back seat on all the weed stuff right now.
But you still have your store going.
Still have my store going, but I'm just so grateful. I have a real good team.
You can delegate. You can expand. You can scale.
I have a real good team.
Yeah.
I got my man campaign back there. And there's a few more people that like, because they're so good, it's allowed me to like step away and like focus on the snack stuff because my bro was the one who was, the man for the snack store. But then he passed away. And, now I just feel like with what happened, I got to like step up. So I stepped away from the weed stuff to go all in on the snack stuff for a bit. That was my brother. Like he
what you meant your brother you were talking about.
Yeah. We had the other store together. Like I wasn't even working at the snack store when it first opened. Cause I always just worked at my weed store,
Which you're right next door, right?
Yeah. But then, after all that happened, it was just like, I had to focus on the snack store. And now I actually love the snack game. It's really cool. It's a super dank industry, and I love what I do every day. But I've also like never forget about the weed. Like it's always on the back of my mind. I'm always checking in with my team every day, seeing how things are going, and I'll eventually like get back into it fully. But like right now, I'm trying to like scale the snack stores and like expand them. I really think like it's really unique, and
I'm innovating right now.
I really think we're the best at what we do with the snack game. And, I just feel like weed's kind of like saturated right now, everywhere. It's like, I'm still excited about it, but not as much as I used to be.
If you didn't have the regulations from the government and shit, you'd probably be way more excited about it.
Yeah, they've kind of like taken the fun out of things. Just like,
for sure.
And
yes.
It's, the snack game is real cool right now. So I'm just like going all out on it.
And it's the same thing, man. It's just how much you get it for. All right, let's do this. All right, let's make it look cool. All right, let's make it look sick. Let's make money.
Except you can sell to everybody.
Shit. And you can sell to
every
kid.
age.
Like, so you like soda? Bro, it's legal weed. I mean, not legal weed to me, because I used to sell weed.
You sell so much like cool, like unique stuff you would never, specialty stuff. Is there something that is there a couple things that like sell more than anything that's from like the 90s or some shit that we wouldn't think of?
The Dunkaroos, man.
I thought so. I fucking knew it.
Dude.
Dunkaroos.
Yeah. I'm selling Dunkaroo packs like fucking weed packs, man. Like they're moving like crazy.
I haven't had a Dunkaroo in so long.
Yeah, man. Like,
right? I know. As soon as I saw him, I was like,
we've sold
playing
like
with fire here, boy.
Oh shit!
Like big pallets and pallets and pallets of them. Like,
wait, you're selling shit like that out the store?
Oh yeah, like no, I mean like that. We've sold so many. Like,
so you're e-commerce
like thousands
with it too.
and thousands of Dunkaroos.
Is it an e-commerce business also?
Yeah, we also do worldwide shipping.
Damn.
That's why you were doing the little box setups.
Yeah, we do worldwide shipping.
That's a good Christmas present, motherfuckers. All right, surprise your friend with some Dunkaroos.
www.dankmart.ca. we just bought .com, so that's going to be available soon too. But yeah, we do worldwide shipping. We also do free local delivery. So we got like the Dank Mart cars on the road.
Fucking killing it.
Get the
God,
Free
fuck
local
outta
delivery.
here.
Yeah.
And he just opened a second location, correct?
Yeah, man. And
A second Dank Mart.
Yeah.
The same city?
Yeah. And then we're going to open one up in Toronto. And then I'm out here in LA because I want to open it up in LA too. So I'm just like out here kind of getting like a lay of the land, you know? Just kind of understanding like what areas are nice and like kind of just putting the initial groundwork into making expansion.
Awesome.
I low key just want to do it because I'm a huge Lakers fan and I want to have a reason to always be down here and just go to all the games and you know.
Yeah, why not? I mean, why not see how far you can take it?
For sure. So I saw your story the other day. I saw your story the other day, and this fool's over here blowing the whole spot up on ESPN.
Yo,
Behind Charles
that was so legendary,
That was
bro.
awesome, bro.
Dude, I don't know why. I was telling my bro this other day. That was like one of the most proudest moments of my life. Like that's how you know I'm a true stoner. Like that was one of my proudest moments.
Please explain. Please, for everyone that doesn't know what's going on.
Yo, so I went to the Lakers game, and it was like the first game of the season. So they had like the NBA Tonight Show there.
Yeah.
Like Shaq, Kenny, whatever. Kenny Smith.
Whatever.
Kenny Smith, Ernie, you know, the whole crew. And yeah, it was just, they were doing their thing, doing the show, and I lit up the fattest joint, like extra king size, and it was some super gas, like some LAOG, you know, like that. You know that hybrid smoke? It doesn't really stink up the joint.
It doesn't.
Like that old school OG. Shit. When you light that old school OG, it really just stinks up like that skunky, like, you know, gassy, like fuely smoke, you know? Yo, and these guys wouldn't stop talking about it on the Tonight Show. Like, they literally talked about it for a minute. They're like, yo, I'm going to have to change my clothes after this. Like, they're like, yo, I'm going to have to get a drug test after this, you know?
God. On the show? I didn't realize
Shaq
that.
on the show.
Shaq said this.
Yeah.
I watched the clip on silent. I was just looking for him blowing clouds in the back.
Yo.
Because you're behind. For everyone that doesn't know, it's
And
outside.
then I kind of got into like a little like argument with Shaq. And now there's a rumor Shaq's looking for me in LA and that he wants to square up with me and he wants to fight me.
What'd you do? What happened?
Yo, so Shaq, if you're watching this, I'm down in LA. Yo,
Shaq, you're watching.
Yeah.
Let's fucking
I don't know
go.
if you see my story, but I called him out. I'm like,
No,
yo,
I didn't see that.
What did you
I'm like,
say?
yo, Shaq, I might be able to find it in my stories. I'll show you after.
Ash on him or some shit? God damn.
I can show you. Yeah, I'll show you. And then I just yelled at Shaq. I'm like, yo, Shaq, man. If you hit those free throws, we would have had 4 rings, man. I'm like, yo, if you hit your free throws, we would have had 4 rings. Like, meaning him and Kobe
you're
would have
such a
had 4
fan.
rings. He looked around. He fucking stared at me for like a minute, and then he got up and kept looking at me. Like it was serious, man. Like no cap, man. I thought I was gonna have to throw down with Shaq at that moment, man. Low key, I never forgave him for
legendary.
the things that he did to Kobe after he left the Lakers. Like he made like a rap
You're
song.
a diehard fan.
I'm a diehard Kobe fan, diehard Lakers fan. I'll never forgive Shaq for what he did to Kobe, man. After that, like. Even though, like, you know, he shows love for him now, like, I'm just like diehard Kobe, man.
Damn, you're a G. God damn, you went and blew clouds and were talking shit.
Talking shit to Shaq.
And
If you
Lakers
fucking
shit.
suck at free throws, oh my
shit.
God, you can hear it on TV then.
Yeah, it was dope,
You can
man.
hear him getting shit on.
I didn't realize they were talking about
It was a legendary moment, man. For like me, I'm just such an NBA fan. Like to
That's
one day
amazing.
smoke out the NBA Tonight Show.
That's
I know it's just like something so minor, but it's just.
Did you
It's
plan on
huge.
doing that, or was that some spur of the moment
No,
shit?
it was some super spur of the moment. We just walked up and I seen them there, and we had this huge fatty. So I'm like, yo, what better? And no one was in front of them. I'm like,
No
yo,
security or
no one's
nothing?
standing in front of them. I'm like, yo, let's spark up. So I just started sparking up and doing
see
the
the
camera.
clip.
And then people started coming up to me like, yo, you should listen to what they're saying. He's like, yo, Shaq said it smells like Snoop Dogg's back here.
Oh shit!
And then we were just laughing, and it was just a funny moment, man.
That's amazing.
That's
bro.
fucking
I'd be
dope.
so hyped. What are you
I was
talking
hyped,
about?
man. You know, some stoner shit, just hyped on
That's
that.
exactly what it is. It's stoners. Like that was me. My weed's fire.
You know? Yeah,
Take
you
a
know when you're
piano.
a true stoner, like when you smoke, you want people to say you smell like you're like, yo, that guy reeks. Like, yeah, that reeks, man. That's that good shit, you know.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, it's not me. I'm at the airport. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Okay. The airport is the one excuse. Other than that, I love smelling like weed. Fuck it.
Yeah, I don't care anymore, man.
Yeah,
when I was a kid, I did.
The airport, though, yeah, man. Definitely want to get some fresh clothes on before you go there.
You know, Kobe was chuckling somewhere off in paradise, like, this motherfucker.
Hell yeah, man.
Bro, so Shaq's trying to fight you. I'm so excited for you.
No joke, man. Like, I'm ready,
That's
man.
scary. I feel
If I see him out in LA.
I know what you're saying. Hey, not me.
No, I'm just playing.
Not me.
I'm just
But
playing.
I'm just saying, if you really had to fight Shaq, just go for those knees.
Ankle pick 'em.
Yeah, just go for those knees and run away,
Sweep the
bro.
leg and shit.
Sweep the leg and run.
Yeah, man. I don't know
And
what I
run.
would do. Obviously, it's not looking good for me in that. You know? But, you know,
Let's go.
it is
Let's
what
go.
it is.
Nah, you've had an epic fucking trip. God damn.
Yeah, it's been a dope trip. We went to Vegas, man.
Oh, MJ BizCon, how was it?
It was cool, man. It was definitely like a lot of growing and extracting shit, but like it was still cool to network. We met a lot of cool people there, and like, you know, it was dope. Getting home was hectic. When we got there too, like, because I went to the Lakers game first, we drove on the road right after to Vegas, and I ate an edible before we left. So when I got there, I was so high, and it was like 4 a.m. when we checked in, and then like, yeah, we sold your room to someone. What the fuck? Dude, I had to go to a whole different room. It was like the shittiest room ever. And then, man, on the way back, I was telling this guy for like a week before we left, I'm like, yo, figure out a way home. How we can get home, man.
Damn.
We were fucking sitting on the side of the road. Our bags are like trying to call people. All these services were like, yo, we can't do it because it was EDC weekend.
Oh
And then
my God.
I went to call it Uber. It was like $2,000 instead of like $300.
Racks?
So me and this guy, we called this guy found a bus that was in Vegas. It was like, yo, one of the most grimiest buses. And then they stopped in this place like 2 hours from Vegas. This guy Googles it when we were there. It's like the highest crime rate in all of fucking in the United States.
What city was this?
He's like, yo, they're like,
Oh my God.
he's like, yo, get off the bus for 20 minutes. We're like chilling there with all our stuff. I'm there with this white boy and shit. I got my chain on and shit, you know? I'm like,
You're
fuck.
asking to get stabbed, bro.
But it was cool. We just smoked a joint, man. I was just laughing. It was just funny, man. It was just a funny experience. The bus was packed.
You
Like,
go from the Lakers
just
game.
riding back. It was just like,
Damn.
it was just a funny experience. Like, we just made it to the bus within like 1 minute. And like, it's cool because like, you know, nowadays I've been blessed to have made like a little bit of money. So I usually now like travel like in nicer means and like, you know, like
So that
nice
shit is
ways and
hilarious.
stuff. So it was fun. It was like dope to like go back to the days, you know, like being on the bus. Like when I used to be in school, I used to always take the bus places, like, you know, go visit new cities and shit. It was cool. You know, it was just a cool experience. I was just sitting there like laughing super high on the bus. Like, you know what? Like, it was hectic. We had to like rush all over town to make it. We just made it, but it was dope, you know? And then we got back to LA, came here, and now we're here.
I love that. Sounds like Trains, Planes, and Automobiles.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
movie.
It was an adventure, man.
Bro, I think it's funny you go from exotic, dope ass fucking Laker game, fucking with Shaq,
Yeah.
to the
this-
bomb ass fucking Las Vegas, to them going, sit down outside. And then you get on a shitty
Back of the
bus.
shittiest bus.
Oh yeah, man. It was
It's cool.
it was dope. And
It's
like,
good. It's a good. It's a
you
great
know what
weekend.
the cool thing is? I was telling Junior over here. I was just telling him, I'm like, you know what I'm proud of is like we just laughed through it all. You know, like all these curveballs and like things, like we just kept smoking and laughing through it all. Like no matter what, like we never let anyone ruin it for us. We still had an amazing time. You know, we just like, I feel like sometimes you just got to make the best out of all these little situations, you know, because sometimes I feel like we stress about shit that's not really that worth stressing over. You know, sometimes we just got to step back and be like, yo, it's not really a big deal. Let's just figure this shit out.
Yeah.
You know? And just smoke a joint and laugh.
Almost always.
You know?
Most things in life. Yeah.
Just smoke a joint and laugh. That's
Straight up.
all you could do, man.
You're driving there all stressed the fuck out. You're trying to speed.
Stress kills you, man. Straight up, man. Stress is like probably one of the worst things you should always try to avoid.
Yeah.
You know? Like I feel like there's too much stress around. You just need to step back.
It's in a lot of people's
man.
daily
Smoke some
lifestyles
weed.
too with their jobs. Like
For sure.
getting there is stressful,
Yes.
being there is stressful, going home.
I don't even like to say the word stress anymore because I feel like you're just putting that out there, you know?
Man, I'm gonna say he might be the chillest motherfucker I ever met in my life.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't even say the word stress, man. I don't smoke it.
Yeah.
I knew
I don't
exactly
fucking
what he
talk
meant.
about it.
I consider that like a swear word. If hey, don't say that,
fuck
man.
up.
Yeah, man. Don't say that word in my house, man. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't even want that shit around me, yo.
Yeah.
You know, like the shit
that.
I've been through this year, like for me to stay in this like happy zone that I'm in, like you gotta do a lot of shit. It takes a lot, you know, little things like that, and just like being choosy with your energy and where you're around and shit, you know.
That's my biggest thing I've worked on lately is people around you really do fucking rub off. Like people's energies and vibes
For sure.
are real. And you only have so much time in the day, man. I've realized now that I'm on a schedule with everything, you have to choose your time wisely and who do you spend it with.
You know who my favorite person to spend my time with, and I do spend more time with than anyone, is my dog. I just straight up like to work and go home and smoke weed with my dog, man. He's the most chillest, coolest motherfucker of all
And
time.
if he can
man.
just talk,
He's the
come on.
He's the coolest dude of all time, yo. And like straight up, man, like that's who I like spending my time with, man.
What kind of dog do you got?
I have a yellow lab.
Nice.
He's just the coolest,
Labs
cool
are the
ass
best
dog.
of
Yeah.
all time.
He's just like he likes to smoke weed and shit, like
Oh, he's one of those dogs.
eat CBD and shit. He's a cool dude.
He likes,
you know?
my dog smokes weed and shit. He's got like a whole personality. I love it. What's his name?
His name's Harlem because I used to live in Harlem in New York.
Nice.
So I, gave him
That's
that
sick.
name.
Uh-huh.
Yes, honestly, like my bro was the only person I ever hung out with, for like the last 11 years or whatever. So after he passed, man, if it wasn't for my dog, man, I don't even know if I'd be here today, man. It's crazy what dogs can do for you, bro. Like especially when you're going through like such a emotional, like depressing, like time in your life, a dog can like actually lift your spirits up and like, make you laugh sometimes and shit when like you just like feel like crying and like you're crying and shit. Like a dog can do things that like no one else can do. A good dog. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up, man.
Man's best friend.
Yeah.
Literally, you just said it.
My
Straight
lab
up.
that I grew up with was that to my dad while he was dying.
Where it go?
Yeah, like I know exactly what you mean.
He worked in my weed store too. Like he's a cool ass dog. He used to serve up bud for people and shit.
Yo, get the fuck.
No cap,
Does
man.
this walk on two legs?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He used to serve bags for people, man.
In his mouth?
People used to walk in the store and his paws would be on the counter like this. Like he'd be like, yo, like greeting you like he was an actual bud tender.
It's fucking amazing.
No joke. People would come in the store and be like, yo, is Harlem working? And then we'd be like, yo, he's not in today. And they'd be like,
is
yo,
Harlem
we're going to come back tomorrow. Yo.
Wow.
They're like, yo, we only come in when the dog's working.
I've been to a lot of dispensaries.
They never got served a sack by
Yeah,
a
they
dog.
still do, yo. He's a legend, man. He's a legend in that neighborhood, man.
Damn.
Yo, Canada. I want to go to Canada, bro. Their dogs fucking sell weed out there.
You guys got a mascot, active mascot, employee and shit.
I love this. This is amazing, bro.
He was actually on the payroll and everything.
Are you fucking with me? Oh, okay. I thought you were dead fucking serious right now,
You
man.
got a brand deal.
Holy shit.
Wow.
He had benefits and all that.
That's hilarious.
Yo, I love this so much. And now I want to go to Canada.
Straight
I
up.
really want to go to Canada now. It's not that far. From here.
2-hour flight.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about driving.
Now,
Sorry.
I always say Toronto to me is like the cleanest, nicest, biggest city I've ever been to. Like a clean Manhattan.
What
Is
it is?
Vancouver like that too?
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you, fam.
Yeah. Vancouver? What'd you say?
Vancouver, is it like as like clean and fresh and modern as Toronto is, or seemed at least
Dude,
back?
it's way cleaner than Toronto, man.
I need to do some research.
We're a million times cleaner than Toronto, man.
I've only seen Dudley Do Right. I swear to God, that's all I know about Canada.
I don't know. Yeah, he's all I know about fucking Vancouver and fucking Pau Gasol and shit back in the day.
I don't even. Oh,
He
the
never
basketball
played
player.
for Vancouver, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He
I
played for
don't
Memphis,
Oh,
bro.
God.
Come on, man.
They were Vancouver.
Yeah, they
right?
were
All right,
Vancouver.
There's a connection. You know.
Memphis stole Vancouver Grizzlies from us.
Yeah.
They robbed us, man.
Damn. But Pau wasn't up there.
Wait,
That was one of the biggest
a
robberies.
team left from your town to go to Memphis, Tennessee? Who the fuck wants to go to Memphis, Tennessee?
You know what, man? Anyways, fuck the Grizzlies, man. We Lakers on this side, man.
Yeah.
Fuck
Let's
the
go.
Grizzlies, man. Fuck Memphis Grizzlies, man.
Yo, that's an avid basketball watcher right here. I like this.
Nah,
this is great, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna be on the cover of fucking Slam magazine talking all this shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yo, you know what you should do? Like Shaq, I'll let you punch me if you can make 3 fucking free throws in a row, and then I'll shoot. And if not, I get to punch you in the
man.
stomach.
Yeah, but you hit
know
the
what, man?
6-foot bong
I don't
first,
want to
Shaq.
go through
Yeah.
any situation of Shaq punching me, man.
No, I would hurt.
Yeah.
No, he's.
I'm gonna
fucking
be honest. If I seen Shaq and he really wanted to square up, I'm probably fucking
Run.
I'm probably out of there,
Yeah,
man.
run.
Straight up, man.
You don't need-
I'm not gonna lie to anyone.
Don't prove
and
yourself
pretend
to
I'm
anybody.
some tough guy.
Nope.
Man.
Anytime you try to be that guy, it always goes bad, man.
No.
I'd be like, all right, Shaq, I'm out of here, man.
Could you imagine?
I can. I'd just leave. I would just run
Yeah.
under something. I'm like, get under here. Like running from a T-Rex in Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
I just get in a tunnel somewhere,
Yeah.
and that fool would have his
Nah, you
arms
gotta-
trying to come in.
You got to go double tasers, and you just look like you're
Double
doing something. Yeah, that's your only chance.
Straight up, man. I'll call it Uber and get the fuck out of there.
Call an Uber and get the fuck out of there. Fucking Baby D his ass until the Uber gets
Big
there.
ass cloud in his
Yeah.
face. Come on. Does
Straight
Shaq
up,
smoke
man.
weed? You could blow a fucking cloud in his face.
Or yo,
and disorient
yeah,
and
pull out
shit.
a fat blunt. Like, yo, you smoke?
Oh, bro, I'm sorry. I'm imagining you fighting Shaq, and it's the funniest shit I've ever seen
It's
in
a
my life.
cartoon. Yeah, I can see it.
And it's not even real. Sorry, Shaq.
Come on the podcast, though, Shaq. Let's clean this shit
Yeah,
up.
you gotta sit a little back.
Yeah.
Bro,
I would tell him
that was
Kazam should have got an Oscar. And then they would have thrown everything off.
Yeah, he'd be like, what the fuck?
he'd be like, even I know that's not true.
Said,
He's talking
bro,
shit.
yeah.
Your album should have got a fucking Grammy, bro. That shit was snubbed.
I will
Shaq
say
Fu
though,
was better than fucking
Yeah,
Mortal
Shaq
Kombat.
Fu- Oh no. Yo, gotta be honest though. Now that you bring up Shazam, I was mad poor when I was a kid. So when those hamburgers fell from the sky, I was like, yo, if that shit happened to me. Do you remember when he's like, I wish for hamburgers and pizza, and it all just starts dropping in? Bro, that's the only part of the whole movie I remember.
I don't remember shit about that movie.
That's the
Yeah, I
only
don't think I actually
fucking
saw
part.
anything but the poster of it. Maybe.
I watched
I
that.
played Shaq Fu. I played the fuck out
I
of
never
it.
played that though.
Yeah.
I never played that.
Man, I got it the same day I got Boys to Men Cooley High Harmony, my first CD of all time.
Damn.
Man, this guy's
Perspective.
really.
Yeah.
Marty's about it. Was it the first CD you bought or the first CD you got? What's the first
Bought.
CD you got or bought?
That was probably I don't know, that was my first CD. My first real cassettes were All Eyes on Me, Crazy Sexy Cool.
Nice.
My cousin gave them to me. That's what I had first. Yeah,
Yeah, man. I grew up
Sick.
on cassettes too.
What's the first thing you ever bought yourself with your? Because you know when you went with your own money to buy something, that was your fucking CD.
Tupac, All Eyes on Me.
Let's go.
Nice.
The double disc.
Yeah.
It came at 2 cassettes at the time.
My mom had that one. The first thing I ever bought with my own money was Bloodhound Gang. Hooray for boobies.
Shut the fuck up.
That's a good.
I remember
album.
those guys. They had
Yo,
some
they're-
funny songs.
Their actual music is great.
What was their main song though?
It was the Bad Touch, the Mammals, the doing. Remember?
Tom Green
Yeah.
shit, right? Or whatever?
They.
I remember that.
I would say Bloodhound Gang has like an extensive CD collection you guys should all check out. But the first he ever got was Please Please Me by the Beatles on my 6th birthday.
Okay. Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit.
Thomas came up on fucking doo-wop and shit.
Yeah, my mom was always playing Tupac and shit. Tupac or Biggie or no, sorry, ODB. She hated
I
it.
miss those days, man. I miss burning CDs,
Oh yeah.
I
know?
never figured it out. I just had my friends do it. I
miss-
couldn't do it.
LimeWire, downloading songs and shit.
Headline wire.
Did you listen to like completely American music coming up, or because I mean I know you had Cardinal Official, you had some Canadians.
Man, I wasn't listening to no Canadian rappers growing up,
Okay,
man.
yeah, I figured.
I was listening to all American rappers.
Yeah, I figure.
I was so influenced by, like, you know, by the States growing up.
You're only a couple hours away and shit.
For
you
sure.
know?
Yeah,
So influenced by New York rap. Like, that's actually why, like, I ended up going out there. Was because I had better situations, like, to play in, like, other places. But it was, like, Delaware or, like, Idaho and shit. And I seen
Oh,
New York.
you were you that good at basketball? They were trying to tell you to go to school.
No, it was, like, smaller schools. Like,
but still, like you're
Yeah.
good enough. Like, yo, well, you should go to the school and play basketball.
yeah, they were junior colleges. I'm not going to fucking lie here. Like, I
No,
was.
that's not good. Martin did the
some-
same shit. That's
Word.
exactly what he did.
But
Well-
and then I ended up going to New York because I'm like, yo, that shit looks so dope. Like in all the movies and all the rap songs, like Jay-Z, Nas, and shit. Like, you know, so just it was dope.
How about can I get like top 5 albums from like 96 to 06 coming up?
My top 5 albums of all time. Fuck, that's tough.
Or even just top? Like, what comes to mind?
What comes to mind? Definitely Tupac, All Eyes on Me is up there. Like
the first one you got? Damn.
Like Jay-Z, Reasonable Doubt is one of my favorite albums. Nas, Illmatic.
Marty don't hang out all the time. You guys are the same fucking person, different hat right now is what I'm saying. You guys are talking about this. I know Marty well. You guys are so much alike. It's fucking killing me right now. It's crazy, bro. That's this fool. Sorry.
To me, and then I'd probably say Nipsey Hussle, the Crenshaw album. Right. You too?
That's his favorite person of all time.
Yeah.
Word, yo. Me too.
Oh shit.
Yo. No joke, man.
Yeah.
I'd be straight up honest, man. Without Nipsey, I wouldn't have anything, bro. Like straight up.
Oh, mentality?
Yeah, man. Like he was so instrumental in my life. Like just like from when I first got his album, I was one of the first 100 people to get his album.
Oh shit!
You got that one?
Yeah, I have it framed in my house. Like
you got one of the $100 albums.
Yeah, like
Damn.
It's framed in my house, and
Damn, you talk about that often.
that shit changed my life, man. That was like the Bible, you know. Like it like gave us a lot of game and like
Blueprint.
Because when I first got kicked out and like first started getting in the game or whatever, getting in the weed game, getting to understand it, people weren't really telling you that you could do like this legendary shit and like set up businesses. Like the people that were around me, at least, they're all like idiots that were around me, you know. But then when you listen to Nip, he's telling you like, yo, you can start a business from this if you save your money and don't spend your money foolishly. And like he was telling you all these things that no one's really telling you, you know, like not even in school they tell you this shit, you know. And like, so without him, like I don't know if I would ever had that like super inspiration to like do all this shit that I'm doing. He like kind of like helped me find it within myself, you know. So I always say that like without Nip, I don't know if we'd be here today, which is crazy to say.
Yeah, no, it's crazy to say to it sounds crazy to people that don't understand the influence that positivity can really bring.
Because he's one of those artists that you are with for like, you know, many phases of their life.
What he just said,
yeah.
you have told me before.
Yeah.
Which is unfucking real.
Yeah.
You literally talk. It's a mirrored situation right here. Because Marty have said the same shit about him.
It was like for me, like me and my brother growing up and shit, he was our guy we always listened to together and shit. But then I kind of, when I stopped rapping and shit, I was kind of fell off even listening to rap for a while. The first couple of years I was out here getting into heavy into podcasting and comedy. But then when he died, it was like snapped me back into my fucking self in some weird way where I was like, I don't know, it just reminded me of who I was and made me inspired to want to inspire people and like made me want my own shit. I was working for so many other people. I was like, I need my own fucking shit. That's what's next in the long term. So it was like his death had a big impact on just making me hungry again, because when I stopped doing music and got into podcasts and comedy, drastic graphics full time, I didn't have that like burning confidence I had in music. I'm never like I'm the best graphic designer all fucking time.
Yeah.
I didn't have it like that.
You know what's wild for me, yo? Like the three people that I've mentioned in this podcast, the three people that like really changed my life, like my brother, Nipsey, and Kobe, they all died to me within 1 year of each other.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like I lost all the three people. Like obviously my brother I loved the most. I love my brother more than anyone in the world history, like more than even my own blood, anyone, you know? And then like I love Kobe and Nip, like they were my brothers. You know, like I felt like I had a real connection to them, just how much, you know, I watched them and like how much they inspired and motivated me, and just to like lose all three of them in a year, like it was fucking heartbreaking, man. Like now we got a mural of all three of them in the store, you know, but it's just like, just those three just like really inspire me now and motivate me to keep going on days when shit's like feels a little hard, you know?
Yeah. For sure, because it does get hard. Shit's real and life is real. So yeah, for you, that is a big hit, man. That's crazy that all that happens in what, your 30th year? Now you feel like a fucking adult.
While he's blowing up and realizing his dreams though.
Yeah, man.
And you're on the path, man. That you know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Obviously my brother's passing was like, you know, the biggest, but like still like all three of them. Like when Nip died, like I actually felt like I lost a family member, you know? And when Kobe died, it was just like, I couldn't breathe, you know? It was like the most saddest shit of all time. Like,
for sure.
You know? But just like,
I remember I was sitting for both of them.
It just reminds you life is short. Be grateful for every day. You know what I mean? Don't let the small stuff weigh you down. Don't sweat over the small stuff, and stay happy, stay laughing, keep it moving and grooving. Smoke some good weed, enjoy every day.
Let's go.
You know what I'm saying?
Soundbite right there. Yeah. I love that. Bro, thank you for fucking coming on here. For real. For everyone at home, you're fucking welcome. This is the fucking episode that we needed.
Hell yeah, man.
This is the episode that a lot of people needed to hear. You know, you're just like, it inspires me. It just makes me feel like I know you are becoming something like that for other people. It's a blueprint. Like you said, it's a blueprint. It's the template of you can be cool, happy, and still be successful by yourself. You know what I mean? Like on your own terms. You don't have to
Straight up, man.
You don't have to work. I used to work at the pizza spot, McDonald's, all the shit. And none of it was mine. You know what I'm saying? It's not yours in the end of the day.
No, for sure. And that's a big part of everything I do. Like I just want to inspire people to do what they love to do, whatever it is, you know, whether that's like opening a restaurant or like being a website designer. Just like, I just feel like, man, everyone should just try to find something they like to do, you know? I honestly think that's like one of the biggest blessings in life when you actually find that thing, you know?
And it's rare that you get to make money doing exactly what you want.
And then if you can make money off it, then you're laughing.
Yeah, then you're smoking weed, fucking with Shaq in LA, talking shit to Shaq.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, life is super blessed, man. I'm super grateful, man. Super grateful to be here in LA. Yeah, man.
So what would be like, I don't know if you looked this far ahead, but like if everything were to go correctly 5 years from now, how would it roll out for your master plan of what you got going on and how you keep scaling your businesses?
I think it would look like a bunch more of Dank Marts and THCs together all over Canada and in the States, you know? And then I want to sell out, and then I just want to chill.
Fuck yeah.
Straight up, man. I want to sell, like,
you can get that 100 mil, you know that.
Yeah, like,
you can get
I'm trying to get them M's. Like, you know, I've been approached,
sure.
man. Like, I've been approached to sell the stores so many times, but you know, I betted on myself. Like, even though the talks were like in the millions, like saying no to a million, like even $1 million when you're like 29, like, you know, it's hard, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm betting on myself one day, hopefully that it can be more than that. That's why I'm doing all this work now. But you know, I'm 31. I've been on this grind every day since I was damn near 19. So like,
let's go.
I'm not like one of those old people that like say, I'll never retire. You know, like I'll retire in a few like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
if the money's right, shit, man. I've already given 16 years of my life to this game every day. I'll go chill and like.
That's a different path in life you sign up for.
Hell yeah.
Because the average man signs up for, well, I'm gonna have my weekends. I'll get out at 5, and they'll have me for the rest of my life. We sign up for a different path in life where it's like I'm gonna give my every waking moment to this so that I can chill in the back half of my life.
Yeah, I'm not just talking. I've been doing this the last 11 years, like a few hours here and there. Like I'm talking
24/7,
25/8. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, sleep's non-existent sometimes, man.
You know, damn near, like all my relationships get messed up just because I'm always working. You know, it's just like it's crazy.
But I mean, that's what you're here for. So when you're 45, you go, fuck yeah, I've been sitting for 5 years and I'm rich as fuck. That's the whole goal, because when you grow up poor, you just want to go, can I just buy you guys houses? You guys are chill. I'm going to go fucking lay down. Finally.
No, for sure. And I was blessed, man. My fam was like super hardworking and shit, you know? So they were doing their thing. But I was just blessed because my fam was so against weed. You know, they were like the biggest weed haters in the world. You know, they thought weed was like smoking crack. So it's crazy, man. I ended up, like, I didn't talk to my mom for like 2 years after she kicked me out. And then we ended up opening a store. And then she came and she was proud as fuck. And then she ended up making edibles for my store.
Let's go.
Her 360, her turnaround or whatever was one of the biggest turnarounds I've ever seen in my life. She ended up making edibles for my store because after she came and checked out the store, she's like, yo, she's seen a documentary for it and she's seen like kids were getting cured and shit from it. So she's like, yo, I've been getting lied to about weed my whole life.
Oh shit.
Like, this shit is actually pretty cool. You know, like, it's not super bad. You know, and then, yeah, she ended up making one of the most famous, popular edibles in my store history.
Oh shit.
Nice.
Love that, man.
She ended up getting so mad at me, though. She found out how much I was selling them for, and she stopped making them.
Oh fuck.
Me and my own mom got into fucking beef in the week came over. She used to make the dankest banana bread, yo. And like people used to like line up early in the morning for it outside our store. We had 2 famous edibles at our store that this was before back in the days when you could make your own edibles, you know? We had a medicated Jamaican patty.
Oh damn.
And we had this medicated banana bread. These 2 things, like people used to line up outside our store in the morning to make sure they got them fresh, you know?
Damn.
It was just like a legendary thing. And then they stopped all that. So now you can't do that shit anymore. But
Shout out to your mom.
hell yeah.
That's tight,
Hell
dude.
yeah.
Fuck yeah. So where can everybody find you at?
Where can everyone find me at? They
Social
can find
media
me at,
wise, or your stores in Canada?
yeah, yo, you can find me on Instagram, Snack Bundles.
We'll link it.
Hell yeah. And then Dank Mart on Instagram, dank.mart. And then for my cannabis store, THC Canada, it's just THC Canada. So you can find me on all 3 of those. And then you can link to the websites. You can order snacks worldwide.
Dankmart.ca.
.ca. And we just bought dankmart.com
Yeah.
as
Nice.
well. So soon when you type in dankmart.com, it's going to go to the main website.
So you can ship to the States.
Yeah, we ship worldwide.
Yeah, I saw the stuff you guys. I know it's sugar. I know I get it, but come on, bro. It feels like some of the shit you have in there. I feel like a little ass kid.
Shit is like collector's
woo!
items.
It's like a collectible. Exactly.
man.
You got some.
I'll ship you
Dank
guys
ass
a
shit.
box, yo. I'll ship you guys a box. For the
Nice.
studio.
Fuck yeah! We'll open it up and we'll eat it on the show. Hell yeah! Thank you.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. This is cool. This is the positivity path is so less taken. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to shit on everybody to be successful. You just got to work fucking hard and keep doing what you're doing. So
Yeah,
good
you know-
shit, bro.
Yeah, if I can just say another tip, it would just be stay humble. You know, like
Yeah.
treat everyone with respect. That's like one thing that I've learned is just like you gotta treat everyone with love, with respect. Doesn't matter if he's, you know, a janitor, or if he's like, you know, some big boss. You gotta treat everyone, and it'll take you a long way in life. Just being humble and showing everyone love. You know.
Yeah, exactly, dude. On or off camera, guys. By the way, be nice and cool to everybody. Whether you know what I'm saying, like, don't just do it for fucking IG. Like, yo, here's a fucking homeless guy. Here's some money,
straight up.
some real shit. So no, it that's why I fuck with Marty so heavy.
Hell
Same
yeah, man.
shit.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to Marty for getting me on this podcast, man.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, it just came together. It was random. I was in the airport on my way back from Nashville. I
Yeah, he
realized
told
you were
me.
in town. I'm like, man, let's fucking do it.
Good
It would
time.
be
Perfect
great.
first
Yeah.
guest of the season.
So many of my followers were super like hyped that I was doing this. You got a lot of Canadian fans, and
Hell yeah. Shout out to Canada.
I'm just grateful that I came here because just walking in that hallway, I was telling you this earlier. I'm just so inspired and I'm so motivated. Just being here in that hallway, like what you guys have built with that is super inspiring, and like it's
Appreciate you,
gonna
man.
really motivate me when I get home to get on my grind and like go hard with my YouTube.
Fuck yeah.
Good
You
shit.
know
And
what I'm saying?
anything you guys need, you know, tips, help, fucking some structure or whatever,
Hell yeah, bro.
Feel free.
Appreciate that.
for sure. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you,
on the
my
show,
man.
man. I don't even know how long we've been on here. I have no idea.
About a $1.20.
Oh, good shit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Like I said, dankmart.ca if you want to check that out. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you,
Thank you
bro.
for coming. Thank you for chilling. Thank you for the stash jar. Appreciate. I'll pop
We'll
up a
flash it up
picture
on
of it.
screen.
But thank you for all that shit
Got you,
too.
my bro.
And we got you before you leave. The whole. Just give me your size and we'll walk through the warehouse. and
Appreciate
shit.
that, bro. That's
Appreciate you. Marty, you got anything else?
I'm just so glad we're able to make this happen. We got the Canadian connection.
The Canadian connection.
Hell yeah, bro.
Woo! I like
First-
that shit.
First one, I knew
Straight
people.
up, man.
You know what I mean? I wanted to make. I knew our fans. Like it's just so in line.
This
with
is
our fans.
perfect. This is. I mean,
This interview.
exactly. It's
Because it's about weed, but it's about entrepreneurship, and it's about.
That's why I was more
inspirational.
excited.
I think it
to
was a
see what you
legendary
built.
talk. Straight
I
up,
like
man.
it, bro. I really appreciate
was a
you
real good talk, man.
talking about everything. And then thank you for being vague about the weed thing, because I've had somebody go, yo, bro, should I have said that? I'm like, we'll have to go back and cut it out, motherfucker. Damn. So
Yo, man.
you're cautious just like me, so good shit.
You know what, man? People these days are like so opposite of that. Everyone wants to just like talk about everything, you know, and like put all their business out there.
Some things you cannot say.
Yeah, I'm old school, man.
Yeah, some things. That's why Bob has a mask on. Some things are better left unsaid, and some people's faces are better left blurred.
Straight up, man.
Thank you so much for being on the show, guys. I'm fucking high. Sorry, Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been episode 2, season 2 of the Dope as Usual podcast. Have a dope ass day. Woo, I'm fucking high, bro.
That was a great comedy.
Loved it. I don't even remember what we talked about.
Yo.
I'm fucking high. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you,
Again,
bro.
Appreciate it.
It was an honor to be on here, man.
Good shit.
Perfect.